Hello again, Honky Tonks. Excuse the steering wheel, but I've lost my app. I usually do voiceover, so you're going to have to deal with my face on your screen. My apologies. Now, a few days ago, the Met Police were engaged with the Free Plasticine pro-Hamas supporters in London, and many of them climbed over our war memorials, to their shame and to the Met Police's shame as well. And they made a statement because of the outrage, and they said no law was broken, but luckily we were there and told them it was unacceptable. So they give them a good old telling off, a cup of tea and a present, and sent them on their way, which is how they shouldn't have dealt with it, because there was indeed a law broken. The Met Police said it wasn't illegal, it was, hence the Desecration of War Memorials Act 2020, and many of us pointed out to the Met Police on Twitter in our thousands a few days ago, but to no response, of course. And there's a reason why they haven't responded, and a reason why they're not arresting any of them, and that's because of cowardice. I can only come up with the excuse or the reason that the Met Police are cowardly when dealing with the Free Plasticine, I should say Palestine really, shouldn't I? Free Plasticine, because there are some people in that march who are concerned, and they have absolutely no idea about the real play here, what Hamas really are, and so they just go along because it's all woke stuff, isn't it? But that's what happens when you're ignorant to facts. You join stuff and you give fuel to things. You have absolutely no idea what you are feeding, and that's them to a T. And a lot of these people in these marches, the pro Hamas Free Plasticine Palestine marches, they're socialists, they're lefty Brits. These people are middle class mostly, lots of money, wealthy, well off, higher educated, university, and they have absolutely no grasp on normal life, the working class people's lives, what life is really like. Very privileged young people. So they come onto these marches because they hate Britain, British people, our way of life, etc. And they're egging these people on, thinking they're marching for a good cause, when in fact they're not. So anyway, the Desecration of War Memorials Act 2020 states that a person without lawful excuse who destroys, damages or otherwise desecrates a war memorial shall be guilty of an offence, if I remember. And if that's if that's accurate, then bloody hell, I've got a good memory, but I struggled with that one. I think that's right. I mean, I retweeted it loads of times a few days ago to the Met Police, hoping they'd respond, but they didn't. And many people did. Of course, the Met Police couldn't, because I haven't got a leg to stand on, have they? It's cowardice, and it's really weird. Now, these Free Palestine Plasticine lot, they clambered all over the, I think it was the Artillery War Memorial in London, which to me is just as important as the Cenotaph. It memorialises people who gave their lives in war for Britain and our cause, king and country at the time, whatever it was. So it's very important. But the police surrounded the Cenotaph with coppers in yellow jackets, and you can see a superintendent or whatever it was, or an inspector, shouting at them, "Go on, get over there, no gaps, no gaps." And every other war memorial was left to its own devices to be desecrated, disrespected by these people who hate us, our way of life, our way of doing things. So there we go. And the police are only cowards because political correctness has spread through the police like a cancer. And it's not just the Met Police either, it's the whole police force in the UK. They are cowardly. They don't want to be seen as racists, hence the Rotherham grooming scandal. They didn't intervene in that because, we don't want to be seen as Islamophobic and racist, do we? And that's the truth, folks. That's the way it really is. And there we go. The Met Police are cowardly, and I don't like saying that, but I can't think of any other reason why they're not arresting these people en masse. They've got the numbers, I think. If there was a guy with a Union flag up there, they'd have turned up mob-handed. They did to a guy who posted on Facebook his criticism of hundreds of Palestinian flags littering a street in London. They turned up at his house and took him away in a van, mob-handed. There was a guy stood in the corner as the Free Palestine lot were marching past with the Union flag, arrested him, carted off. There were veterans stood there outside near the cenotaph with the Union flags, and they were given a warning not to drape their Union flags over the railings. But you can walk around town with a Palestinian flag and shout genocidal slogans. River to the sea, it's anti-Israeli. Two-tier policing, folks. It exists, it's happening, it's right in front of our very eyes. And the word on the street is they're planning to disrupt all the train stations in London this weekend. So if you're going there this weekend, be prepared to reroute or something, because they're going to be sat there and causing trouble, because they didn't like the fact that the Parliament, I think they voted not for a ceasefire, didn't they? I should know this stuff. I should do my research. But there we go. Anyway, I can assure you there will be no arrests of these people on Saturday, as they're stopping working class people, everyone going about their daily lives on Saturday, going to work, pay their taxes. You know, life's hard enough as it is without these people here making it harder. It really isn't. And there we go. That's my video. Please remember to subscribe, share my stuff everywhere. That really winds up the wokies a lot as well. If I saw you in London on Saturday, thanks again. Coming up to me and Simon meant the world to us. I can't speak for him, I'm sure he did. It just means that loads of people agree with us. With us. Freezing, I'm stuttering. Right, that's it. Comment, share, subscribe. Until the next time, Roger Trouticles.